I'm about to start hearing. What have you got?
Okay. I'll wait after you're done.
All right, I'll be done about 20 minutes maybe, as soon as everybody logs in.
Good morning.
Morning, Matt. Were you on that email chain with Lisa?
Yes, I did get that email.
All right,
Intriguing.
yeah.
Although my attorney said something about charging me for stuff back in February and even in jail.
Good morning. We
Morning.
are live on YouTube. We're waiting for the attorneys to log in. Matt Huff, your probation officer, is here. We expect Mr. Bush, Ms. Davis any minute. Good morning, Lisa.
Morning.
I'll put you in the waiting room in just a moment. Yeah, I had to quite struggle to get this thing scheduled after it got adjourned. We exchanged a bunch of emails and this time worked for everybody, I guess.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused because it was originally moved, or we were arranging for it to not be today at 1 o'clock because I have a PSI, and then your email went out. I think it was from Attorney Bush.
Well, then
Must
it
have
was set
filed a
for a
stip.
different day and someone wasn't available and someone else wasn't available. I got a stipulation to adjourn. It was set for tomorrow at 1 o'clock. 27th.
Oh yeah,
So we
yeah. It
actually
originally Wednesday, then Thursday.
So I adjourned it to one day earlier, but hopefully everybody is on. Lisa's there, Annette's there. John and Debbie both confirmed this. Maybe they're caught in another court. I'd set a couple PSIs yesterday on some tough cases, but I set them out for the end of June, which will hopefully be enough time to get them done.
Yeah.
Ms. Holderman also has a new charge,
Mm-hmm.
which we're gonna have to address also. Well, let me send an invite to John and Debbie. All right, I suspect they may be, oh, John, his office indicated they were available at this time slot. Here's John.
I apologize to Frank Clayton about it, because he's one of the ones I get along with normally.
Good morning, John.
Oh, Judge.
Matt is here and Annette is here. Lisa's also here with us from Covered Bridge. This is the time and date for the probation violation hearing, and you and I and Deborah and Matt and Lisa have been exchanging a bunch of emails. We settled on this time. I'm inclined to follow Lisa's recommendation. Do you want to talk to Annette in a breakout room for a moment?
I talked to her this morning, so
All right,
I'm trying to get on top of this.
all right, well, as soon as Debbie joins us, we should be ready to go.
Middleton, I also just got to be in recovery for the church with Tracy Cole to find out that they do Amanda's Hope House. So after if I'm accepted to go to the Meridian, after I get done there, I can go to Amanda's Hope House or to transitional housing through there.
Let's wait till the prosecutor gets here. We can do this all at once. You've also got another charge we have to address, but I'm waiting for Ms. Davis. The world revolves around her. We're just here for her.
And I talked to Matt about that one before the charges even came up.
The misdemeanor larceny charge?
Yeah, I actually stepped in the building with somebody.
Okay, well, don't say more about it right now until we get everybody here. I fear Ms. Davis is caught in another court, but she also confirmed this time. I've turned the recorder on. We are live on YouTube and we're on the Zoom platform, and we'll get started. I had some urgency to this, Annette. I didn't want to just leave you sitting there in limbo without a bond. The ace in the hole was Lisa was there trying to work out some sort of plan, and so I think we can live with it if we can get the prosecutor here. So we actually adjourned the case to one day earlier. There were some conflicts from when this was originally set. So instead of moving it back, we moved it ahead.
Thank you.
Otherwise, we would have been into sometime next week.
Thank you. So do I.
Matt, can you see the other court?
I cannot. I don't think that. I think you're the only judge that broadcasts on YouTube other than Judge Stutzman.
No, I meant on the inside channel.
Oh, no, I can't.
Judge Tomlinson broadcasts and Judge Stutzman does, but Judge Pattison does not. I didn't know if you could switch monitors to see the other court. I can from my office. I can't from here on the bench.
I can try to see if Judge Stutzman's on.
No, I think she may be in Judge Pattison's court, but let's see if she's responded. Let me step out and look at the other court, see what the deal is. She's not in either of the other courts. The only other court up right now is probate court. I'm just going to call the case. Here she is. Not sure what the holdup was, but we should be able to start. Good morning.
Hello.
This is file 202684FY. It's entitled People versus Annette Holderman. It's the time and date for a probation violation hearing, and I want to thank everyone involved here. I was mentioning before Ms. Davis joined us, we exchanged a lot of emails in the last couple of days trying to figure out how to get this done. Lisa from Covered Bridge has been working on this. Matt, Mr. Bush, and Ms. Davis, we had to align all the stars to get this hearing set. Defendant was placed on probation. She was originally charged with a felony charge of possession of methamphetamine. It was reduced to a charge of use of methamphetamine under 7411 probation. She struggled and then continued to struggle, and in April we issued a probation violation petition alleging that she failed to report on a monthly basis, failed to abstain from the use of alcohol and drugs, failed to submit to testing on demand, and submitted either a positive or tampered sample. She was sort of homeless. I arraigned her last week. She pled not guilty to the probation violation. We got Mr. Bush, her original attorney, back involved, and we were going to set the matter for a probation violation hearing, but there were some conflicts. In the meantime, Lisa from Covered Bridge has been working on a plan. I'm just going to read Lisa's email from earlier this week into the record. Annette was booked into jail on 5/19 of 21 for a larceny warrant, and that is a case we'll address in a minute. It's file 21774SM. When at the jail, she reported to me she was supposed to arrive at rehab that morning. We did confirm that, and she requested a new intake date. She is due in court today on the PV violation. It was arranged for her to arrive at treatment at 9 a.m. on 5/27/21 in Kalamazoo at their CMH for Meridian Transit to pick her up and transport her to a 21 to 30-day inpatient program in Waterford. After treatment, transitional housing can be arranged. So that's the plan from Covered Bridge and SWIMBA. I don't have any objection to that plan. My proposal would be to continue her probation to monitor how she does. She indicated that she was also looking at some sober housing options for when she gets out. On one hand, she was claiming she didn't have a methamphetamine problem, and on the other hand, she was saying she needed to go into rehab. The second one is the more accurate. So, Ms. Davis, do you have any quarrel with that plan?
No, I would like it to be that she can't voluntarily sign herself out. I'm not sure what the conditions are of the treatment program that she's going into, but if the court can make it a condition of the probation that she not be able to voluntarily walk out, that would certainly make me feel better about the situation. We do have court set for her, I believe, on the 3rd, but certainly we can address that as part of the new case and reset that if necessary so she can complete the program.
All right. Annette, this would involve you admitting to the probation violation that you failed to report, failed to abstain from the use of drugs, and/or submitted a positive sample. Mr. Bush, have you had an opportunity to discuss that with her?
We have discussed it. She would be in a position to admit a positive sample that was given, I believe, on April 20th. She says that she tried to report in April, but I believe she would acknowledge she missed reporting in May.
Put it in,
All right.
I put it in April to May, but I missed in May, I think it was, because I was late.
Do you understand you have a right to have a hearing on this probation violation where it must
I'm
be
fine. I'm
beyond
ready to get
the
this.
ponderance that you did it? And Mr. Bush would be here to represent you in that if you wished. And you wish to just acknowledge that you violated your probation by using and by failing to report?
I do. I also had the rehab set up even before I got to the jail. Like this is something I want to do on my own. So.
All right. Well, I understand that, but as Ms. Davis indicates, we want some
I get it.
conditions on this.
No problem with that.
All right. You've been in jail since the 9th. Today is the 9th or the 19th? The 19th. 19th, and today's the 26th, so that's 7 days. Now, Lisa, she's going to rehab tomorrow morning?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to order 8 days, credit 7, leaving 1 day to serve, no good time, so I don't want you to get it booked out today.
What does that mean?
May be released AM 5/27/21.
At what time?
You're going to be released in the morning. May be transported for inpatient treatment. What's the name of the facility in Waterford?
Meridian Health Services.
may
then
not
I'm gonna-
leave treatment without consent. Unapproved.
So if they do the extra 7 days, do I just let Matt know?
Well, Matt's here with us, so you're gonna get 8 days, credit 7. You may be released tomorrow morning to go to Meridian Health Services in Waterford.
I mean, after the 21 days at rehab.
After 21 days, probation is continued. With all existing conditions. Now, we've got this other case we're going to address also. 5/26/21. This is a big deal, and that this is expensive. Someone else is paying the tab for this, and you can thank Lisa and Swimba and the people that are picking up the tab for your rehab. So I'm pleased that you're willing to do it, and I don't disbelieve you that you were already willing to do it. But in the meantime, you were off our grid and you got another charge. Let's talk about that case. That is file 21774SM. The allegation is that on or about April 5th, you stole a package that contained face cream that belonged to Judith Sigarine, the value of which was less than $200. That's a misdemeanor, punishable up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. You pled not guilty to that charge, and they had set it for a pretrial conference. Now that was set for June 3rd, as Ms. Davis indicated, but now you're going to be gone. You don't have counsel on that matter yet. It was simply a pretrial with the prosecutor. Do you wish to continue your plea of not guilty on that charge?
Yes, I do. Because if you watch the video of it on Facebook, Middleton, I never touched any packages. I actually was complaining to Christopher about touching anything.
All right, well, I don't know much about it, but I'll indicate defendant continues plea of not guilty. This is set for June 3rd, which is a Wednesday. I'm going to reset pretrial for July 1. That's the first Wednesday in July. That should give you enough time to complete the program, and that would be at 8:30. Problem is, I don't know where to send any notices because you had the Orchard Street address and you were basically homeless.
My mom's address, Middleton, is the best one I have for right now until I get a P.O. box.
All right, is that the Orchard Street address?
That's 340 West Main Street.
Here in
Here
Centerville?
in Center- Yes.
Your mother is quite concerned about you.
Yeah, I love my mom dearly. They've also offered to take me to rehab, but I can't guarantee that they're sober, so I'm scared and skeptical of going there.
All right, well, you've got a plan in place. So you've got 7 days of sobriety or forced detox under your belt, one more before tomorrow morning. That's a good start. Then you'll go into the program, and I want you to sincerely participate. You get as much out of it as you get into it. And then it'll come out and we'll look at these sober living options, and your pretrial in the other cases continue to July 1st. So Lisa, are you still going to take her up to the bus station, or are they going to come pick her up here at our jail?
We're gonna figure that out today, actually.
All right.
Because
But there will be,
Celebrate Recovery's here today, So,
Yeah, I got to talk to Tracy a little bit to where they would help. My mom and Tim have also offered, so like if, no matter what, I'm making it. Like I'm making it to the bus station.
Well, I had some fears about that, but I want you to get
So do
there.
I. I'm not. That's why.
All right. Lisa, thank you for all your help on this. Ms. Holderman, this is an opportunity to get out of the pit you're in, back up on level ground. So let's hope this works. All right, you're still on probation. When you get out of rehab, I want you to contact your PO, Matt, let him know where you are. Your pretrial on the other case has been continued to July 1st. And let's hope this is a good start, okay?
Thank you.
Anything
So
else? Anything?
Your Honor, when we go
what?
off the record, could you and Ms. Davidson and I speak for just a few moments on another matter?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Ms. Holderman, anything else you wish to say?
Your Honor, I'd like to add one thing to Ms. Holderman while we still have her,
All
if I
right.
can. And that I need you to sign a release when you get booked into the rehab center so that I can communicate with them about your whereabouts and when you're discharged and that you're complying with everything up there, okay?
I'll put that in the order. Need to sign release.
Thank you.
And so give me a call when you can. I know, it'll be a little bit confusing and you'll probably be discombobulated for a little bit, but when you get up there, you should have a caseworker that will be able to help you communicate back with me, okay? And so make sure you do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Good luck, Ms.
All right.
Holderman.
Thank you.
All right. Good
You're
luck.
done, Annette.
All right. All right, we'll take the arraignment room out. And we'll let Matt go back to work. Thank you for your help on this, Matt.
No, thank you.
And then